Hello and welcome to another one of SirToshi's podcast. We're back with the original, the one and only Nicky New, aka the Bitcoin Tramp, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to do some freestyling and see how it goes. So, cue the music.
Toshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, them transactions flying free. Just wait for the terror node, you'll surely see.
There we go, mate. Got that intro nailed. How we doing?
I'm all right, my friend. How are you doing? All right, Toshi?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I've actually had some quite good positive feedback since I sort of started this podcast series with you. You know, because
Yeah.
yeah. Because initially people, I was just trying to do anything like a news channel. And then people were messaging me going, "Oh, are you going to be doing podcasts and just generally chatting to people? Like, I'd love to come on your show." I was like, "Yeah, of course." You know.
See, Toshi, you got it, mate. You know, you got to believe in yourself, bro. You're a good talker. You're an interesting guy, full of useless information like me, and people seem to like it, don't they? You know what I mean?
Mate, I'm telling you, I tell you, the best time with Bitcoin I ever had was when there were three of us on the Bitcoin SV channel, mate. I tell you, it was fucking great. I used it as a therapy session.
Mate, are you sure it wasn't when Jimmy Wing grabbed your ass?
It was me that actually pinched his ass, mate.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. I got the wrong hand. Wrong hand and wrong ass cheek.
Yeah, man. I thought I'd get away with it, you know. But then, mate, he was fucking. He was sharp, mate. I was just like, oh shit, he caught me. No way.
What are you doing, man? Get off my buttocks.
I might have got his hopes up a little bit.
The Neil Ford raised an eyebrow, did he?
Well, mate, this might be the first time he's ever heard of it, but it was years ago, you know. Do you know what I mean? Everything. It must have been. Let me think. So that would have been. That would have been the after party at the Blackfriars. So that must have been like 2018, mate. Like 6 years ago now.
What are you saying about this therapy thing anyway? What was you on about there? You was about to go into something there, weren't you, about that?
Well, yeah, mate. Yeah, I mean, because I've been doing the SirToshi's News and the chart show and all that. Like when you're doing a show on your own, you can't really afford to be silent. And then plus the fact it's just you. You know, there's nobody to bounce off. Whereas you know, sort of on that show where we first started, you know, it was just the three of us chatting, just kind of like, you know, getting frustrations off our chest, talking about what we'd seen and what was going on. I mean. And it was, mate, I suppose back then there was the hash war and all that. There was loads going on. Well, actually, in fact, there's loads going on now, mate. Shitloads going on.
Well, I was going to ask you, right, has Craig appealed this thing yet?
Well, his application to appeal has been filed. So he's got to apply for the application first.
Yeah, and then they've got to accept the application, haven't they?
Well, depending on how corrupt they are, yeah. But it's a human right to be able to appeal.
It's yes or no, though, isn't it, Toshi?
Well, yeah.
You know, I know you're obviously on Craig's side in that, but they do have to accept the application, don't they?
Yeah, so and he's got to make the application first.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, they might turn around and say, "Well, bugger off, you idiot."
And he could probably appeal against that.
Yeah, he probably could. I mean, he'll spend his next 20, 25 years appealing, I think.
Well, do you know what I mean? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. You might be right. Who knows? We could speculate till the cows come home about the future. No one really knows, do they?
Well, Judge Miller knows, and at the moment, as it stands, Craig's the Joker, as it stands.
Yeah, but that's in his... Yeah, but if Judge Miller honestly thought that, mate, he would have signed his judgment.
Yeah, but then, you know, all these intricacies that you always bring up and stuff, Toshi, like no.
It's not, mate. It is not mate. There is. If a document hasn't got a signature on it, it's not authorized. It's not official. It's got no authority whatsoever.
No one cares, mate. All people care about is his judgment, which was basically Craig having to put stuff on his website.
Mate, it wasn't a judgment. It was bullshit.
Okay, sorry. All people care about is the statements that Craig had to put all over his social media website, which was. Do you care to read them out?
Mate, I will rebut that. I will say all people care about is number go up.
No, because on social media, mate, in terms of whether Craig's SirToshi or not, I was talking about there, not general Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
All people seem to be saying at the moment is the guy's a fraud and they're just laughing at him. And again, like I do reiterate, Toshi, there's about 40 of you guys that still stick up for him, but the majority of the people on the internet think he's an absolute joker.
Yeah, but that's because they're ignorant and stupid.
it's fair enough if that's what you want to call them. Fair enough, but like it's always the ignorant and stupid people that seem to be the masses. Yeah, and it's always faulty of you guys that seem to think that the sun shines out of his ass, which is fair enough. But I'm just saying, Toshi, like the way it is at the moment online, people think he's a joker, people think he's a fraud, and people feel sorry for BSV people. That's how it is, right?
Well, that's all right.
It's fine, but a lot of that is coming from Judge Mellor's judgment, or not judgment, the written statement or whatever he put, yeah. And in that written statement, Toshi, whether you're into law or not, it's very damning. Made it look really bad.
Well, yeah, but he should have signed it then.
Yeah, but whatever, mate. But the fact of the matter is, what's on the internet is what's out there. Isn't your information? It's that information. That's what everyone's talking about. Craig is a fraud because he had to put it all over his own website.
It's proper. But one, he's been coerced to do that, and secondly, it's all propaganda by the deep state who have.
I know, but that's your opinion, Toshi, right? But
that's not my opinion.
Right.
Mate, how is segwit not fraud?
Mate, I'm talking about Craig putting something on his social media and on CraigWright.net. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what he said on there was Dr. Wright. That's not him. He's Craig Stephen.
So from now on, anyone who's ever called him Dr. Wright now, from now on, is basically nullified. Let's all just call him Craig. They should have been calling him Craig Stephen 8 years ago as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Toshi, you honestly, you just sound ridiculous when you say stuff like that, mate. I'm sorry, but you really do. Like, you're clutching at the thinnest straws available. Like, you're going to break your own fingernails trying to clutch them straws.
Well, the thing is that I have to talk about this because if Craig isn't aware of this, then they're just going to screw him even more than they have done because the entire legal system is built on this deception.
He's an expert in law, though. That's why he does law.
Exactly, yeah, but they're not using law against him.
No, I'm going to be sarcastic here. That's why he does law seminars after getting bummed. Yeah, that's like a football team who gets relegated and loses, trying to teach you all how to win a freaking league. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, mate. And to be honest with you, I personally wouldn't listen to a law seminar of someone who's just got bummed in court and laughed at. I personally wouldn't. Yeah, and I think it's a bit arrogant to do that. Is he a qualified solicitor? Is he a qualified lawyer?
I think he's got a degree in law.
No, that's not what I'm asking, though, is he? Like, loads of people have got degrees in laws, haven't they?
Well, as in, like, does he have a license from the Bar Association that enables him to practice law? Probably not.
No, that's what I mean. But what gives him the, he's overconfident, isn't he? He thinks he can go out there and tell people how law is. He hasn't got a fucking clue how law works, does he, really, by the looks of it?
Well, it's the UCC codes that the courts are going by. They're not even following common law or court procedure rules.
Yeah, well, where did you learn that? On Joel Dallay's seminar with Craig, where 7 people went to fucking learn how to do law, right? And at the end of the day, what do you get out of listening to Craig talk about law? Do you get a qualification? Do you get qualified as a QC or something? Like, what do you get out of listening to that clown talk about law apart from nothing? Yeah, that's pretty much him saying, everyone have got bummed, but because I've got autism, here's an out that could be true.
You're making a valid point.
It's honestly, Toshi, it makes well into an interesting conversation because, as we established a few things ago, I'm quite prepared to listen to each other, but we've got like opposing views now. Yeah, Craig is a nobody, mate, in my head. Yeah.
Well, since when? What? Since the court case?
Well, for quite a while, really. But
since when?
No, hold on. Let me talk, please. I used to compare him to people like Roy Keane. Yeah, and I feel so stupid having done that, and so disrespectful to people like Roy Keane, forever comparing someone like that to a winner like Roy Keane. Yeah, I literally used to have that much respect for him, Toshi. I used to think he was literally on the level of Roy Keane.
And is it just the court case that changed your mind?
To be honest with you, Toshi, right, yeah, I liked him to start off with because he felt like he was a bit of aggressive in that. Right, I like that aggression, yeah. But then, as I got to know the guy, or meet him and stuff like that, and explaining things about our business and that, and just realised, mate, this guy's off his fucking head. Well,
yeah, but is it a grudge you've got against him?
Not really, Toshi, no, because I'm a man, you see. So other men don't really, I don't sort of place myself below other men like some of you guys do. Just don't need him, mate. I don't need people like him to be successful at all. And I don't need to listen to people like him to be successful. And where I once thought he was inspiring, I definitely don't now.
Yeah, it was. Well, do you remember? Do you remember Marky Mark, who used to play a
Yeah,
big
really
role?
boring guy with really thick glasses that like some professor's magnifying glass, like times 10 on each eye. That guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. Well, I actually used to think he was all right. I quite enjoyed his company. We'd
Yeah,
be out and had chats and all that. But he's another one that, ever since the court case, has literally completely turned 180 on Craig. And he's
yeah.
not the only one, so I get it.
Well, yeah, for me, it's not really. I mean, the court case I would say is the icing on the cherry because I think a lot of people were waiting for that court case for their number to go up.
But then, how do you explain the High Court initially giving Craig the copyright of the white paper and the Ira Kleiman case, where a trial by jury found that he was the sole and rightful owner of the SirToshi coins? How do you explain
Can't
that?
explain it. Yeah, can't explain it, Toshi. But has the news even got out there? No, it hasn't got out there because no one cares. So even if you can explain something, or if you can't explain something, if the news isn't out there to be explained, then it's irrelevant.
Well, I can explain it. I would say that it's the cabal that own the mass media,
Yeah, I know, but you're
control the
Craig's bum.
narrative.
You're like a proper Craig Wright bum thing, aren't you? Like you love the guy and all that. So you think the sun shines out of his arsehole. I don't. Right? A lot of people don't. Craig, if you're listening to this, mate, this is Nicky New. The sun does not shine out of your arsehole. Yeah, and you're not a bigger man than me. Simple as that. Do you hear that, Craig?
Yeah, but mate, he's Asperger's.
I don't give a fuck
He
what he is.
he created Bitcoin. Like, I don't think he thinks he's above anyone else.
I think it's selective Asperger. I can buy your country.
Yeah, but he's
I
not
can
lying.
buy your
He's not
country.
lying.
I don't think he's above anyone else. I can buy your country.
Yeah, but that's just like economic wealth. He
But what
could.
sort of prick says I can buy your country, even if they can?
Well, yeah,
What
well, I
sort
mean,
of
it
prick is
wasn't.
that?
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, totally. I think he knows as well. I mean, his social etiquette wasn't what it is now. It's socially
Yeah, but
improved. I mean,
it's selective though, isn't it? It's like it's really
yeah,
selective.
but
Do you know
mate,
what I
that
mean?
was back in 2018. That was
Is
6 years ago.
Asperger's turns up and disappears on whim and when it's convenient. Toshi, seriously.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Calvin hasn't posted many pictures of him and all of his young birds that he's playing around with recently. So he's learned on that one. He's like, oh, yep, not actually a good look. That was probably a good look back in the 1980s, maybe, but not these
I
days.
don't think it was a good look, full stop, Toshi, to be honest with you. I mean, you and I have seen him at parties with cracking women, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
all the people that are slating those pictures of where he's with these, women that you may deem as unattractive or too young or whatever, I'm not sure what's going on there. But Toshi and I can tell you categorically, we've been to parties where he's walked in with bashment girl, where your jaw hits the floor.
Yeah,
And you go,
yeah, yeah.
Calvin Klein model or something, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
mate, yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen
So,
it.
that's just what I'm saying. We're nudging each other, going, mate, mate, look over there. Oh my. Yeah. So he does have attractive women, but you know what I find interesting about Calvin at the moment, Toshi, right? When this thing happened with a court case, right? He makes this big emotional statement. Hi, guys, I'm leaving now. I had a holiday planned and I don't want to talk on social media anymore. Bye-bye. I thought Craig was going to win. Bye. And then the next day he's posting, enterprise blockchain. Well, what are you doing, mate? Are you staying?
Mate, he's getting back on the saddle, getting back in the
That's
saddle
what
after
he's
being
doing. He
knocked off
doesn't
his
know whether he's
horse.
coming or going. That's what I mean. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. He doesn't know whether he wants a holiday. He doesn't know whether he wants to go on social media. He doesn't know whether he wants to get the word out there. He doesn't know whether he wants to sell his patent. He doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Do you know why, Toshi? Because he's been bummed in court.
Yeah. It could be that.
He's been bummed, Toshi. I mean, he's the only person who, apart from myself and everyone else and all the nice people that have invested in Craig and lost all their money, he's the one who I really think, I hope he doesn't. I know he's got loads of money, Toshi, but that's not the point, man.
Yeah, what do you think he received at 8 o'clock?
Quarter past. A little bit further on. So I think he's been 8 o'clock, mate, right, left and centre, and
No, nobody listening will get that joke.
Don't do it. Come on, composure.
Yeah. Oh dear. Good old days, mate. Good old days.
Mate, you can take the immaturity out of the lad, but you can't take the lad out of the immaturity. No, look, okay, look,
Oh, I'm
Toshi, you can
fucking
poke
crying.
yourself in the
Mate, I'm fucking
I like him, mate.
crying.
I
God
like him,
dear.
Toshi. I like him. You know, I like Calvin. I don't think he particularly likes me, or I think it's more of a case of he's not allowed to like me. Yeah, I think
Hey,
it's
he
more
can
like
do
that.
he can do what he wants,
No,
can't
no,
he?
he can't. It's enterprise blockchain.
All right.
So your dad's got to have a master's, and you've got to behave like that, right? Otherwise, no one's interested in you. Yeah, don't show personality. Don't be cool. Don't be a dancer. Don't have none of those things. Be a straight person, straight talking person with zero personality in a suit that doesn't fit you, and then he's allowed to talk to you. It's really bad. Whereas another
Yeah,
bloke,
you know, I get where you're coming from, mate.
really do.
I have kind of like noticed that amongst the Coin Geek crew.
But he used to like us, and he used to like little bits of my posts and that, even the ones where I was being a bit naughty, because deep down Calvin wants to have a laugh because he's probably quite a funny person, but he's not allowed to.
Yeah, do you know actually Calvin is one individual I've never ever spoken to. Well, me and you had our picture taken with him,
Yeah.
didn't we? Back
Well,
in
yeah.
was it August 2018? But I've never actually spoken to him.
Yeah, but he don't want us to speak to anyone. Yeah, and I'll tell you something
Yeah.
else. Totally, he doesn't like being in the presence of men either. That's why we're not mates or anything. Because he don't want men like me hanging around and all the girls looking at me, does he? Don't want that. Look at this old man. Yeah. Do you think he's going to get any girls when I'm in the same room as him? Yeah. When they've all had a few drinks, they're going to be thinking, "Yeah, forget about this rich guy. Look at him over there. Look at him. Oh, he's a sexy little thing, isn't he? Hey, look at his little booty on the dance floor."
Right, we'll have to try.
Right?
I'll have to try it out one day.
But it's true though, Toshi. All jokes aside, you look how someone like Jack Liu was treated, right? And for me, that was a 28-year-old who had his own wallet on Bitcoin.
What happened to him?
Just for me, Toshi, disrespected and not identified as a person who could have been very beneficial for Bitcoin.
Yeah, but
Was
but you've got to look at somebody's track record. Everything that Jack Liu has touched, he's screwed up. He screwed up Bitcoin files. He screwed up Streamanity. You know, there's other stuff as well. I think
yeah,
there are
but
three things.
entrepreneurs do that, Toshi. You do screw things up,
Mate, not
right?
that badly. Mate, how can you screw up such a good idea?
What was a good idea though?
Bitcoin files. Bitcoin files was great. Streamanity was great.
Yeah,
Mate,
but
they were
if
rocking and
when he's
rolling.
spoken to about it, like he knew like that the public weren't ready for these things anyway. So I think he got to the stage like us where he sort of realised, mate, there's
Mate,
no.
they were doing well. Bitcoin files was ace.
Yeah, but
And
when you say doing well, right? I think some of you misinterpret like what doing well actually means in terms of number of users and profit made.
yeah, but
Doing well.
why would you spend that amount of money buying them and then just not doing anything with it?
Well, I think he spent 20 grand on Streamanity, and that's now turned into like a porno site, isn't it? So I think he makes more money now from that than he ever did in the
Mate,
first place.
it's not even there. Streamanity doesn't
He's on
exist.
now. Okay, fair enough. I didn't realise that, but I think he had it as a porno thing for a couple of years, right? A bit like OnlyFans, and then yeah, probably pulled it.
Mate,
Right?
it could have been massive. You know, I mean, what
I don't think
Streamanity
so.
plus
I don't think so.
adult Streamanity?
I don't think so. No one wants the Bitcoin. But what I'm just trying to say is that anytime there's any males that look like they could contribute and have a personality and have a bit of a say and a bit of a be a player in the space, there's 3 or 4 other males with tiny penises that can't handle that. Yeah, because they're pussy holes, right? It's not my fault. I didn't know I was joining a group of pussies. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have joined the group. But as far as I'm concerned, Toshi, these men aren't on my level. Yeah, with different types of men, and they can't handle men like me. Simple as that. And
They probably don't want to handle men like you, mate.
They don't. They don't want winners on their team. They want losers on their team. That's what I'm saying. They want losers. Yeah, losers in suits that are too big. They don't want winners who can fight. Of course they don't, right? And Calvin does, but he's not allowed. Toshi, enterprise blockchain. Yeah. So it's a shame, mate, because I reckon I could have been good mates with someone like him if he wasn't frightened of males being in his presence. And if he was allowed to actually socialise how he wants to socialise, but he's not. He's got a bit like Daniel Street. He's got shackles on him.
Oh, from who?
Well, from BSV, really.
What do you mean BSV? BSV is a token and a coin.
Yeah, I know. And he's got a culture.
Well, yeah, what? Who? Yeah, but who's deciding that culture?
Oh, can you hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Can you hear this? Here's Craig's biggest bum boy, on a show now, asking who decides the BSV culture. Go on, have a laugh on me. Go on. We all know. We all know.
What?
Social media is rubbish. You got to wear a suit. Study history.
Oh, right. Oh, you're blaming Craig.
Fuck up a Craig, will you? You know? So Calvin's not allowed, mate. Calvin's not even allowed to socialise. He probably doesn't want to anyway, but I'm just saying, like, the little smidgets of socialising I have had with him, it disappears, Toshi, because you can tell someone's saying to him, no, don't like that comment because it's too much fun. It's too much fun. Don't like it. You know, just like the ones about like Tyler Everett or whatever his name is, that dickhead who said he was taken on Instagram. He done fuck all. What's his name? Tyler Everett or whatever his name is. It Tyler Everett? Is it?
I don't know, mate.
Mate, he's a BSV coder. He's a good coder.
What? From Babbage, maybe? Is that?
Yeah,
his
him.
name?
Yeah, him.
All right.
Yeah, from Babbage. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, he's allowed to talk to people like him, I think, because he wears a suit and he talks all corporate, doesn't he? So he's all right. And then, I don't know, he may have cost himself when he got drunk that time and started posting that load of shit online. Did you see that when he got drunk?
No. What happened there?
Obviously, everyone felt sorry for him just because he's got an eye condition, yeah? But if that was a different person behaving like that, they would have come down to him like a ton of bricks, mate. But I think his eye condition saved him there from getting a lot of people giving him grief because he made a fucking pillock out of himself and BSV.
That must be. I've got a vague memory of that, but it must have been a long time ago.
Just pathetic, mate. And I'm still waiting for him to take on Instagram. If you're listening, Tyler, hurry up, will you? Yeah? Yeah, you gave us this war cry speech. You had tears, you know, almost flowing down from your face. You were shaking on the stage, telling them when they're going to take on Instagram. Well, hurry up. It's been 3 or 4 years now, you know. When are you taking on Instagram, sunshine?
Hmm.
You know, why say something like that if you're gonna sit there and do bollocks all?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's entrepreneurs, mate. There's been a lot of talk over these years, and you know, little. Well, I mean, people have tried little bits and bits. At least you can do something on BSV, and people are trying it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's just. I think a lot of the entrepreneurs agree, Toshi. There's just no customer base when you do get there. It's such a shame. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that'll change soon because literally, if you've got a network where you can actually own and control your own digital content, which is what the Bitcoin network provides, at the moment people realise that, there'll be news channels and musicians and movie producers and book writers and all sorts using it, mate.
So they're going to come off YouTube and TikTok and everything like that, where everyone makes loads of money, and they're going to go onto my 2 cents to hang about with a bunch of fucking 45-year-old dickheads.
Well, they'll probably just start making their own platforms on Bitcoin.
I doubt it.
Oh, well, yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's just
just for the record, people, I doubt that very much. I want to make myself clear on it. Yeah, I'm just making a cup of tea and micro Toshi. Sorry, mate.
That's all right.
Yeah, just make myself very clear on that, guys. That for me is not going to happen at all in the near future. And YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat, and businesses like that will continue to go from strength to strength. And if there ever is a use case that's worthy of being put on a social media platform, they will do it first.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do think that Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and all that, I think they'll all move onto the Bitcoin network.
And as we all know, X is looking at Doge because Doge is pretty much like an untouched BTC, they say. You know, so,
that's hilarious.
They'll be doing Doge on X. And how will you guys react when they put Doge on X, do you think?
Mate, I will laugh my socks off.
Yeah, but then when the micropayments start working, because it's really good for tipping, how will you guys feel about that? Will you feel like you've gone backwards a few years, maybe?
I will still laugh my socks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, what you're going and the other thing is as well, Toshi, right, is that Daddy Craig doesn't want people using social media, does he? He thinks it's a waste of people's time. So you're not going to get any support from him, are you?
I think he's just waiting for people to create their own social media sites.
He doesn't like it, mate. He wants everyone to be in a dusty library reading history because he's weird.
Well, history will have to be put on the blockchain, mate. It'll all be on there. There'll be like history sites.
None of these kids care about it, but it's already on AI as well. So
yeah, but still on a centralized server that can be wiped and deleted and corrupted and all that. You know, everything needs to be on the Bitcoin network, mate. Everything.
I don't think so.
The entire digital world, the entire digital global economy
It's a good
Needs
sales
to be
pitch
on.
from Craig. I used to listen to that in 2018. Now I just think, shut up, you Burke. I do. I think, fuck you, Burke.
Yeah, but mate, I'm living the dream. Do you know what I mean? If you, mate, you quit dreaming, it's time to die.
Mate, if you live in the dream, I'm happy for you, Toshi. But
There we go. Thanks.
the Bitcoin dream isn't a dream; it's a nightmare, and you're fucking less than 10% of your all-time high. In the meantime, Peter Scott Morgan and all his lot are buying Lamborghinis. Do you know why? Because their number went up. But it's not about the number because I know Pythagoras. Fuck off, you knob.
Yeah, but again, if Tether was pumping BSV, and BSV's number would be going up.
Yeah, it would be, but I think all the time you got Craig Wright behind BSV, and a lot of other people have said this. The reputation is badly,
Yeah,
badly.
mate, he
tarnished.
created Bitcoin.
Well, you think he did, yeah, but there's a load of people that just.
Mate, I
think
know he did, and everyone else knows he did.
Yeah, but then a lot of people would say that they know he didn't, Toshi.
Well, yeah, what? So how come the likes of Coinbase, Kraken, Bitfinex, and Binance, you know, they're all good. The only coin they've delisted is BSV because they don't like Craig, Aussie man bad. But all these other shit coins, all these meme coins, Flocky 9, Ponzi coin, I mean, gee, but Fusion, you remember that one back in the day? Yeah, we'll list all those. Doge.
Yeah. I know, yeah. I do agree with you, Toshi. It's out of all
Mate,
the
he is the only one. Even Bitcoin Cash they will list, and they don't even like Roger. But can't have BSV on there.
Well, I think BitConnect was on there, wasn't it? And to be fair, Craig doesn't want it on there anyway, does he?
Well, it's not that he doesn't want it on there.
No, I thought it wasn't for speculation. I thought he hated speculators. Hey, no exchanging it. You shouldn't be trading this.
You got to buy it somewhere.
Well, explain that to your boy then.
Yeah, but it wasn't his choice to take it off Binance or Kraken or Coinbase
No,
or Bitfinex.
but he wanted that, Toshi, is what I'm saying. Because he spoke very clearly before in the past about not wanting people to be able to trade it. Well, there you go. It's off now. Piss off.
Well, it's an interesting tactic because it's basic economics, mate. You restrict the supply, the demand goes up. So the less exchanges you can buy it on, it means that there's more demand on the exchanges that it is on, and literally the price will just pop, mate.
The less exchanges you've got it on, the less people have it and exchange it.
Yeah, so when demand increases, mate, it goes nuts.
So the less people that have it and exchange it, the less likely you are to start a business on it because the less of a freaking market you've got, very obviously, right? So you won't have any users, no one will be using it, no one will build on it until it pulls its finger out of its ass.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what we're talking about. It's like, you know, when is this thing? I mean, you obviously don't think the finger will ever be pulled out of its ass, whereas I'm just thinking. I'm saying it's.
I agree with Craig Wright.
I'm saying it's being. I'm saying the finger is being pulled out of BSV's ass. You know, it's being rammed in there at the moment, but when it pops, mate, it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be like a cannon.
It's a fucking baseball bat.
It's going to be what?
I said it's not even a finger; it's a fucking baseball bat, Toshi, that's been rammed up there, yeah, and they're having trouble getting it out.
Well, exactly, right? Yeah. You know, the pressure's building. That's what I'm saying.
Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? There's a baseball bat stuck up your ass, and the pressure's building. Yeah,
there we go.
You know, meanwhile they're driving around the shanty town in a what was it? In a Lamborghini or whatever. You know. So the pressure's building, Toshi, but I like your enthusiasm, but there are counter arguments to enthusiasm as well, and which is why this is interesting, because what you just said is plausible, but it's also plausible, Toshi. The less people have got it in this place you can use it, the less entrepreneurs are likely to go, well, I think I'll do a business in this. If you had a coin where loads of people were using it, like, why do you think we looked at Algorand? We looked at the community and thought, you know what? These lot are actually up for using it. They're actually using Algorand.
And what happened?
The community are a bunch of simp men, like even worse than BSV. Yeah, like I didn't think you could get worse simp men than BSV, but trust me, mate, these lot are worse.
Wow, holy shit, mate. Honestly, that is bad. Mate, I never ever thought you would say there were people worse than BSV people. That is amazing. You heard it here first.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you know, if they were in BSV, they wouldn't just be choking on Craig's Corey. They'd be on the hospital trying to get resuscitated. They're that bad, honestly, Toshi. They're really bad. They're really simpy men. Like, for example, you know, there's a couple of guys in there that have got, like, you know, they get like 50 likes on a post, and they're like the big Algorand guys. And then
did you try Litecoin or XRP or any of the old OG shit coins?
Well, because we're entrepreneurs, we have to look at coins that can move in circulation.
What about Bitcoin Cash? Did you try that one?
Because of the illegalities of it and all the coin mixing and that, we was a bit deterred by doing it because we were a tax-paying business.
Yeah, but isn't it all the coin mixing and stuff? That's an option to mix your coins. It's not.
Yeah, but then you might have received mixed coins or whatever amongst your takings or whatever. Yeah. And there's word that you can backtrack things and all. We just didn't want to. It just looked a bit cowboy-like, if you know what I mean.
All right, fair enough.
But we did look at it, yeah. And also we was a bit worried about the backlash at the time that we would have got from BSV for using BCH, right? But with Algorand, Toshi, like people were actually using the Algorand chain, yeah. And the micropayments do work. It's just that the community are proper divs, yeah. And that's not including 100% of them. There are probably going to be men and people within Algorand that have got tougher personalities and tougher people or whatever. But the general impression we got from those people is they're little daisies, mate. And I don't want to be around little fucking daisies, man. I'm done with that shit. Right? I don't want to be around them at all. Yeah.
Right. I'm just looking at Algorand now because I haven't really looked at the figures on it. So it's holy shit. It's got a market cap of 939 million. Almost a billion.
Because people are using it, Toshi. But what happened to Algorand? There was an inside job at the start, right?
Oh, yeah.
There was an inside job at the start, and Ben and I drew the conclusion that this inside job has caused the lack of confidence within the men and within the people in that chain. For example, Toshi, if you want to do business in Algorand, you've got to go and speak to this council.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, mate.
Centrally controlled.
Mate, I said I'm going to do business, and we're doing it on Twitter. Okay, we get this message in the DMs. There's a special council. Shove your council up your ass because I'm starting a business. Yeah, and it's going to be on Algorand. Is everyone clear on that? No, you've got to go to the special council, right?
Oh, dear.
So Ben and I had to get permission just to do business on this blockchain. just to do business on it. One thing I like about BSV is that you can hate each other's guts and it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Anyone could do business on it, whether you like each other or not. It's got nothing to do with it. Same as a Great British Pound. Like, not every single person who uses a Great British Pound is going to like each other in business. Some are, some aren't, But in Algorand, you've got to play Ring a Roses. Everyone holds hands, Toshi. And all these little babies get in a circle and, they are real simp people. Do you know what I mean? And again, I just want to make sure that if there's any Algorand people who do hear this, I know there's a couple of you that are fighting men and all that. Respect to you people, I've seen you. But your general community are wet blankets and they're going to take you nowhere. Yeah. I think everyone needs to start realizing in cryptocurrency, when you've got a bunch of losers on your team, you really have had it. And it's not just in cryptocurrency, it's anywhere in life. If your team is full of losers, mate, you've had it. You really have had it. And I think Algorand will probably stay an NFT, fart out an NFT sort of blockchain at best, Toshi, for entrepreneurs. Is that there was no one doing anything on it like we did.
I'm just trying to find the transactions on it. It's Algorand standard asset blocks, addresses, transactions, peak transactions per second, trailing 7 days. Let's see if I can actually. Getting there. Average transaction fee is that's 0.03 of a cent. Oh.
You see what I mean, Toshi? So obviously, as entrepreneurs, we look into stuff like this and we go, okay, that pretty much ticks a few boxes, which enables us to use it as entrepreneurs. We don't care who Craig is, who anyone else is. We're just entrepreneurs. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And we want profit on jobs is what we want.
It doesn't look like the chain is actually growing all that much. It's there's The change it's not growing, mate.
I never said it was. And when you've got simp men behind it, it won't grow. That's what I keep trying to explain, Toshi. Simp men grow fuck all because they're pussies.
Yeah, it's going nowhere, mate.
Well, until they get a big man behind them, even that Silvio, whatever his name is, the big Craig Wright version, if they got their own Craig Wright over there, Silvio, whatever his name is, he ain't no big man as far as I'm concerned. He ain't got it in him. He's just one of these lovely, nice blokes who doesn't want to upset anyone, doesn't want to upset the apple cart, won't say nothing about the inside jobs and all that sort of stuff. They're just jokers, mate. Like the people are, in my opinion. And again, I don't want to be too disrespectful because within those jokers, I did see one or two people that were sort of, I would say, ostracized because they weren't simpy, yeah? Do you know what their hashtag is, Toshi? Aldo, do you want me to tell you what their hashtag is, what they use on their blockchain, shall I?
Yeah, go on him.
Their hashtag is #AlgoFam. Shut your mouth, you stupid fools, yeah? Stop speaking like that. You can't carry it off like me. I'm the one who says fam, right? You lot shut your mouth about fam. Start talking your own language, Algorand, yeah? Start talking like, dare I say it, academics and all that, because that's how they all are, Toshi. But you see them trying to act like academics, like Craig and all that, and then they go, hey, Algo fam, and you think, do you know what? If we was in the same room, there's potential I could have lost it there on you saying that. Because it's so freaking weak and so, Algo fam, Algo, I mean, you think, mate, imagine if everyone's going around going, BSV fam, BSV fam. I mean, I'm sure I've said it once or twice, but it's not the bona fide hashtag for our blockchain, Toshi, yeah? And all that tells me, mate, is there's a bunch of people that want to be cool, that aren't cool, that are trying to be cool. That ain't cool, mate.
Yeah, mate. Well, there's a lot of fronting going on in this space. Yeah, a lot of fronting.
Loads. Agree. Go on, tell
because it's all BS. It's all BS. It's all fraud.
Agree. Yeah. But what isn't fraud though these days, Toshi?
BSV is not a fraud, mate.
I mean, unfortunately, mate, recent court cases and
but that was to do with Craig. It wasn't anything to do with the protocol. They should have asked Adam Back and Stephen Lee and everybody else. The one question they should have said to them is, what is segwit? Can you explain segwit? How is that not fraud? Straight up. And then that would have been the only fraud in that court. The only fraud in that court. But the lawyers didn't ask him.
No.
And that would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh, right, so you're segregating signatures on somebody else's transactions without their permission. You know, they would have said, yeah. Oh, right, well, that's fraud. That is the true definition of fraud.
All right.
Tampering with signatures.
Let me see if I can unwind that fraud for the BSV community. Your Honour, when I was 10, I used to wear a Lycra ninja suit, I'll tell you. Your Honour, I used to wear a Lycra ninja suit, Your Honour. And Your Honour, I want to tell you something else right now. Okay? I used to have a Lego van. Do you understand me? I had a Lego van, but I stomped on the hard drive. Oh, fuck off, you joker. Fuck off. I know what you're saying, Toshi, but the other arguments against it are equally as laughable. Like, and just for the viewers, can I just, I know they're your viewers, Toshi, but I just want to make it clear that you're very much into the intricacies of how Bitcoin works, right? Let's just make that clear to people. Yeah, you love it. You've always have done. You're well into it. But unfortunately, Toshi, mate, there are loads of people that just don't care about that, And we go on about this all the time because, they drive past your house waving at you in a Lamborghini. Like the last thing they care about is segwit.
Well, yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I'm talking about these two. You've got a Robin Reliant and a Ferrari lined up at a start line. Everyone's looking at the Ferrari because it looks great. But what they don't know is that those who are betting on the race have fixed it and they've swapped the Robin Reliant engine for the Ferrari engine. So the Ferrari has now got a Robin Reliant engine in it, and the Robin Reliant has got a Ferrari engine in it. Who do you think's going to win when the race starts? It's the fraudsters that know what's going to happen. I'm trying to warn everybody.
What a beautiful analogy, Toshi, right? I think the person in the Ferrari fell asleep because they've just got so many women to think about. right? And they're thinking, shit, I've got to
Mate,
take her.
asleep at the wheel. We know what happens
No.
there.
At the start of the race here, you've got the geezer in the Ferrari. He's thinking, I've got to race this dickhead in a Robin Reliant for some reason. And anyway, he's drifting off because he's tired from last night because he had a threesome, yeah, with those two birds, yeah. Those two models that are bikini models. He had a threesome, yeah. So his head's not there. And people, mate, you've got to race. The geezer in the Robin Reliant, he's also missed the start of the race. You know why? He's studying history at the start line, right? And people go, mate, you've got to put your foot down, put it in first gear and put your... No, I'm reading history, though. I'm reading Plato. What's going on? So, do you know what I'm saying, Toshi? Like, your analogy is beautiful, and I'm sure people who really understand Bitcoin is a perfect analogy, actually. And I should probably think about it on the way to dance class later on. But the sad truth of the matter is, Toshi, mate, regardless of what's under the engine, I don't think people care what's under the bonnet. I really don't think they do. And I think
but they will when the race starts, mate. Everybody loves a winner. They're all going to back the winner.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't think there is any loyalty in this. In fact, I know there is no loyalty in this crypto space because traders don't give a fuck. Traders shit on everyone. It is literally every man for themselves in the trading. Yeah, and when the number starts going up, they will flip in the blink of an eye. There is no loyalty amongst thieves.
But in 2018, you said, 2017, you said, when the number starts going up. Okay? In 2018, you also said, when the number starts going up. Now, I'm not going to go all the way through to 2024 and bore the ears off your viewers. I won't do that to them. But here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, 2024, and here's your man right now. When the number goes up, it's all going to fall into place. Listen, why don't you all admit none of you are doing bollocks all, apart from talking, and all of you are just waiting for Craig Wright? You, Calvin, Kurt, all of you. Why don't you just admit that and be men? Yeah, you see.
But what do you mean waiting for Craig? What, waiting for Craig to what?
I don't know. To sort out your fucking Terra node, to pull your cocks out, to make you rich, to make you more intelligent people, to make you better human beings, to give you lectures on law that you may want to know, or tell you how to live your life, tell you what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing on social media. There's just the general stuff that if he said it to me, I'd just shove him in the chest and say, piss off, you joker. Do what I want.
Yeah, maybe. I
would, Toshi, now. Like, not obviously I wouldn't have done years ago, but now I would, yeah. Would now. I wouldn't listen to a single word he's got to say, yeah. People like him, mate. I've realised, mate, that he's not actually a winner, Toshi. I don't think he's not a winner, in my opinion. He may be a fighter, but he's not a winner, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, but I would say that the race hasn't started yet.
Oh, mate, he started ages ago. He started 2009.
He didn't.
He started ages ago.
Mate, he started in 2020.
So, but I thought you just said it ain't started though. Like, so it has started, but it was in 2020. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was the race for scaling and development.
And also, should we remind the viewers, is that when you made an addition to the race by single-handedly telling Craig, those iceberg orders, SirToshi, I'm telling you to not do them, please, thank you, and then just put the phone down, and then, as if by magic, he actually cancelled them on your strength of your phone call, didn't he?
Well, he didn't cancel them; he just didn't activate them. They were there. I'm telling you, mate, they were there. They were there, and I was shitting it. But he would have absolutely decimated them, mate. There was 1.4 million BTC lined up. He would have absolutely crushed it.
I don't believe you.
Oh, well, yeah, you don't have to. I'm
just saying. I know, but I'm just saying, just like the rest of the viewers who aren't BSV, I don't believe you. Just so all the viewers who hear this, I do not believe what you're saying at all.
That's all right.
And the iceberg orders have been promised for a long, long time. They didn't happen.
Yeah. I'm explaining why they didn't happen.
Yeah, because SirToshi told him not to do it, and then he changed the whole world, right?
Well, mate, I asked him to reconsider what he was doing.
You made it sound like to me that you were the sole reason why those iceberg orders didn't go through.
I pleaded with him to reconsider. That's what I did, and it didn't happen.
I just think the whole story is pathetic, if I'm honest, right? But we'll have to take your word for it, yeah. But it sounds pathetic to me, yeah. And I think a lot of people will doubt whether he's got these 1.4 million Bitcoin anyway.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I mean, what was it you were saying the other day? You just said that you respected my commitment, was it? I mean, I haven't stopped, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't stopped. That's my motivation.
What's your motivation?
The fact that when I pleaded with him to reconsider, it looks like he did. So it's just like, right, okay, well, in return, I will commit to defending Bitcoin.
Ridiculous.
Mate, that's my motivation. I'm telling you.
Fair enough, mate. I mean, if that's how you want to spend your life, Toshi, good luck to you. You know, I hope it works out for you. But I think you're better than that, mate, personally. But, you know, it's up to you. I do. I think you're miles and miles and miles better than that, but that's up to you.
Cheers,
so,
mate. I do,
really,
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, mate, you know, it's not happening, Toshi, at the moment. I mean, we were going to talk about the price briefly, wasn't we? Did we say that?
We'll tell you what, my girlfriend has just very kindly delivered my my lunch to me. So if I finish that, if you're free later, we can have a chat about it.
Not tonight, but probably tomorrow or Saturday.
All right, mate. Yeah,
but we'll catch up. Basically, we'll catch up soon. Yeah.
All right, mate. Nice one.
Well,
I'll look forward to it.
Enjoy your lunch.
Yeah. Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
Don't get 8 o'clock. And big up BTC.
All right, mate. Nice one. I'll catch you later.
See you, Toshi.
Cheers, mate. Bye.